Stadium in Athens. The calendar has been circled for this one for quite some time. Throughout the offseason, anticipation for an early-in-the-year top-5 clash. It's the Ole Miss Rebels and the Georgia Bulldogs. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Guys, this is always a fun game when Georgia takes on Ole Miss. Last year's game was absolutely wild during the regular season. Not a single punt in the first half. And keep in mind, Georgia might have a little revenge on their mind after Ole Miss knocked them out of the college football playoff last season. Even though Lane Kiffin's gone, there is still a lot of back and forth with this Georgia-Ole Miss rivalry. Cannot wait to get this thing kicked off. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Running inside. It's Lacey. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Big picture, guys, this certainly isn't an all-or-nothing game. Long season ahead. But how much fun is it to have a top-5 clash like this one early?
It's so much fun, and you don't have to be a fan of just these two top-5 teams. If you're a fan of college football, you're honing in on this game because you're going to learn a lot here, David.
Yeah, and the fans are going to be like, overrated. This is why the preseason polls stink. We get a chance to prove ourselves with some of these teams that hasn't done a lot on the resume yet. Now, today is a resume builder.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
They're dealing with a second and long. Quarterback running on the draw. Might have gone into that slide a little early, and he'll be short of the first down.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they are on the move.
And it's so fun to have that trump card, right? Like, it's almost like playing a video game with this guy. When you got a big tight end that can make plays, that gets open, that feels those soft spots in the zones, third downs, money downs, the tight end is always open, especially with that big body. He finds him, and he gets the first down.
They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. He just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries. You got to get pressures. And when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
At the end of the play, there's a Georgia Bulldog who has yet to get up. Training staff checking out this junior defensive tackle. We hope this is not serious, and he gets back in the fray shortly. And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Grabs it in the middle. And he is stopped short, well short of the marker as the defense stands tall.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these 4th downs. You didn't get that one, but don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
They'll start on the ground with Frazier. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Stockton. Using the quick game.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
Been really impressed watching this offense this year and how good they are on 3rd down. The reason they're so efficient, they don't have penalties, they keep these 3rd downs manageable, and they've got a special talent at running back that can find his way to the sticks.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. So as they take a look at the injured player, we will take a timeout. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Might be changing the route. Second down, they'll go to the air. Dumps it to the back. Got a man, it's Frazier. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
And, man, it's really nice to see a QB and see the blitz right away. Sees the blitz coming, they come attack, replace it right away, get it to your running back, let him take off and do some damage. When anybody blitzes, man, try to find that space right behind him, and that's where you can make big plays.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, it feels like each and every year when you talk Georgia and their ability running the football, they are about as deep at that position in running back as anybody in college football. You look to last year, David, it felt like every game there was 5 or 6 guys. It was Nate Frazier and 4 other dudes all getting it done. They recruit so well at that position. They bring in fresh bodies. They wear defenses down. We expect that to be the same thing this year.
They do, but I tell you what, man, the highlighter to me, the top guy is Nate Frazier. And them keeping him this offseason, there was a lot of people that were trying to make him a very rich man. And I'm not saying he's not a rich man in Georgia, but, like, he is the superstar. He's got great feet. You saw him take it.
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Man, you can't draw it up any better than that. First possession, force a 3rd down. You want to shut the home crowd up, sack the quarterback, create some momentum. Now you're getting the football back to your offense, probably with great field position.
High and away, headed toward the sideline, just the way he drew it up. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. 3 yards, 1st down for the offense after that penalty. From the shotgun, they'll run it. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Both sides trying to find a little rhythm and efficiency and move the ball some here as we start the second quarter. The Rebels with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Grab near the sticks. It's Lacey. Spins away from one. Into the secondary on the right. And he scores! Touchdown, Ole Miss!
And these offenses, man, they've been struggling, and you've been waiting. Who's going to make the big play? They finally break through. They make the big explosive play, and maybe this is what they needed to get this offense rolling.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. They're trying to put something, anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard down 7-0. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Looking to take a shot. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He'll go down right there, but what a big play to come up with that turnover. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacey. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Wants to go right back downfield. Makes the catch. It's Lacey.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The completion picked up 6 yards on first down, now 2nd and 4. Back to pass. Got his man. Knocked down at the 47. It's a 5-yard gain and enough to move the chains.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
The Rebels are moving quickly down the field. Makes a pass to Marker. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. It's Alexander. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on 3rd down. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And the Rebels line it up with a 1st and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on 1st down by this offense.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
After getting stopped on that 2nd down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on 3rd.
Timeout called by the Bulldogs. That's their 1st. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. Twice they've been denied touchdowns in the red zone, and now it's 3rd and goal. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. That is no good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
And that hurts missing that field goal, especially when you're going up against a defense like this. One of the best in the entire country. You have got to be able to come away with points when you...
Intercepted! A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Touchdown, Rebels. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
This guy really is the complete linebacker. Not only is he physical and not only can he play downhill to stop the run, this guy is a weapon in pass coverage. You saw it on that play. What can this guy do?
And the extra point makes it 14-0.
14, Georgia, 0.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Gets rid of it. Fires to the big fella. They get him down at the 36. It will be a 1st down. Georgia comes quickly to the line.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. They've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
He rifles one deep to the left. And he's got it inside the 35. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Georgia ready to dial it up on another 1st down. He wants to change this route. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Good timing on the quick out. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Timeout on the field, and that's the 2nd call by Georgia. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Back to pass. Moving out to the right. Looking to the end zone. And that one's way too far for everybody.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. He splits the uprights. Now the lead is down to 11.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Throws for the tight end. Fires into traffic. Intercepted. Looking for more room. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. A lot of action in college football here in Week 4. We start with Tulsa taking on the Arkansas Razorbacks. And it's the home squad in an absolute fist fight with a team that has been every bit their equal today. Both offenses putting up points. Feels like anything can happen in this second half. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the ACC.
Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Crosses to 40. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. One big play to get it up near midfield. Now they're in business at the 47. Off play action on first down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Finds his man, it's Frazier. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Fires to the middle. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And, guys, I just don't know what to say about this offense. Like, they take a deep shot. They've tried it short. They've really just struggled to try to find any way to move this football. They've dug themselves a hole, and now they've got to find some answers. Maybe find your guys, your go-to guys. Players, not plays. Maybe that's what they need to get something going right now.
So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. The run inside. It's Lacey. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half.
There's some room. Jumped on top of the pile.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Complete on third down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
And the Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Finds his big tight end. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them, and they've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field Really good decisions by the QB.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's...
Oh, he's got some space. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. The Rebels back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. This time he wants to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Cook. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
To the air on second down. Got the quick pass. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch. The Rebels trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. Draw play, quarterback keeps it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. These fans raising the volume on second and goal. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a third down and goal.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. Looking for the goal line. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Rebels! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the third quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the second half. You drive it down the field, and you scored. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Time to take a shot. He's got it inside the 30. Finds a seam. Touchdown, Dogs! This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you could string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 21-10. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Running inside, it's Lacey. Breaks into the open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this
will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Bulldog! And they turn it into a defensive score.
Oh, they could not have come up with a bigger play at a more opportune time. The defense getting the interception and taking it back to the house right at a point in the game when it looked like the offense was maybe going to pad their lead and seal this one. All of a sudden, this game has gotten really interesting.
Looking to throw, it's Stockton. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Big collision there, and they'll mark him down after a 6-yard gain.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense runs through.
And after taking a loss on that last run, a little bit of pressure right now for this offense on their own side of the field. They've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but this is a critical third down that they have to convert. They don't want to give the ball back and put the pressure on their own defense.
Man, just a great job by the defense being stout. Right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Here's a give to Frazier. Maybe some room here. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job.
They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. On first down, Nate Frazier. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
They've been running it, but now the pass. The sure hands, it's Humphries. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Handoff, Frazier running left. Turning it on. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Dogs pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Wants to adjust the pattern. On first down, Nate Frazier. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Well, I understand they're trying to catch the defense off guard by running the football, expecting them to be in some kind of zone coverage, but you're trailing late in the game. You're going to have to throw to win it, and that's what I'd expect them to do on this next play.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Now the play fake. Firing to the right, complete. Now we got a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game.
And that's really good defense. That's discipline, man. Understanding covering top to bottom, but not leaving the running back with a lot of space. They throw that football out to the flats. They break on it right now, give up absolutely no yardage. Nice job seeing it, breaking on it, and making the play.
3rd and 6 yards to go. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. The quick out. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal from the 8. Ole Miss calls its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. And a touchdown here would not only give them the lead, but in the 4th quarter, that ramps up the pressure. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. Ole Miss calls its 3rd and final timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, 2nd and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the 3rd down.
If they can get it in here, we could have a thrilling end to this game. It is 3rd and goal. He's looking to throw. Touchdown, Georgia! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
This is an impressive run by this squad, man. Getting down big and everything looking bleak, but to be able to believe in themselves, to play one play at a time, dig their way back. Palmer, they've come all the way back against a good team, and now they got the lead.
It's really been impressive, David. I think that was the question coming into this game. People wanted to know, are they for real, or are they just a bunch of front runners? They got down early, but they never quit. Their playmakers have stepped up. They've done what is necessary, and they've executed at a high level. And all of a sudden, down multiple touchdowns, here they are making a statement with the lead.
Number 91.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. He'll start this drive going to the air. Fakes the grab. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, they don't connect on that throw, but you're seeing the 2-minute drill live and in full effect for this offense, something they practice each and every single week. Looking for the sidelines, using the clocks, understanding the timeout situation. But these are plays they feel like they can run in their sleep to put themselves in position to kick a field goal here late.
Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
Well, that is exactly what you want to see by the wide receiver in this situation of the game. 2 minute, you're down a possession, no timeouts, so you've got to be able to get first downs to stop the clock or get out of bounds, and the receiver knew exactly what to do.
Looking downfield on first down. And it's picked off for the third time today. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
I just love the aggressive nature of this defense and understanding, hey, David, we need one play and this game is over. One takeaway finishes it and they get it with the pick.
Yeah, and you do these situations all the time, right? You got the lead, the passing situations, you're playing the pass, and they play it beautifully, man. Drop back, great vision, break on the football, and they said, forget this, I'm into this game right now.
Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw two really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, two really good teams, man.